Hi everybody, Mary from Reviewer's Diary. This is my 20 in 2020. I can't believe it's a new decade, guys. That's phenomenal. But anyway, this is very foundation heavy, but I have a reason for that. Some of it's going to go bad very soon, and so I didn't want to have it go bad before I could use it. So anyway, except for one, which is like fairly new. So anyway, I'll start first with this Elizabeth Arden. It's a cream foundation, and you know what? This doesn't smell right. I'm gonna get rid of that. So that's going into my declutter box, along with this thing. Okay. Yeah, these are both going into the declutter box, so I have to pick one more item for, we'll throw this in. Okay, now back to all the other stuff. I hadn't smelled that, so I didn't realize it had gone bad. So, you know what, I should smell this Han product also because it's a natural product. And it smells fine. Let's see if I roll it up. There's no smell at all, which I thought maybe my nose is deceiving me, but there's no smell at all. I did want to put a cologne in here. I think I might maybe take this out and put a cologne in. Nah. I can always roll them into another project. So anyway, I stayed away from project pans for so long, mainly because I was such an abysmal failure at it. So this year I hope to be different. I hope to be saving all the empties in a box that I have, you know, from my littles and from my full size, and I hope to fill that box up. So yeah. It's a pretty lofty goal for me because I don't always wear makeup every single day, but now that I've picked out 3 foundations, is it 4? Oh, it's 3. Since I picked out 3 foundations, oh, well, if you count this as a foundation, let me see if this still smells good. Nope, this smells wrong. This smells wrong. I have to add one more item. Let's see, what shall it be? What shall it be? We'll pull this in. Okay, this is going to take me all year. Maybe. So anyway, back to our 20 items. It's good that I had a couple things on the side here to add in when I was opening stuff and having it smell not right. So most of this stuff is fairly new, except for this Lancome, which is still fine. I spread it all over my hand and smelled it was fine. It is my perfect color, and it is like the perfect foundation. But it breaks my heart. I won't be buying that again. So anyway, I'm going to start with one of the oldest foundations I have, and that is this Tarte. It's SPF 15. I forget what color it is. I had saved a piece of paper that had, it's something light honey or something like that. I'll have to find that because I do save those things, so I know if there's no color on it that I have to find the color. But this is really nice on me, and it still smells good, and it's still operating just fine. It's quite full still. I believe it is up to here, up to the word Tarte. I'm going to mark everything when we get off. I actually have an orange Sharpie that I'll be marking things with. So yeah, so this is definitely like nice on me. It's heavy, but if you put it on with a sponge, it's not too heavy. I usually put it on with a brush and then finish with a sponge. So anyway, that is foundation number 1. And then this foundation, Burt's Bees Goodness Glows Liquid Makeup. This is the breakout hit for me of the year. I'm going to pull you in a little. Basically the best foundation that I have used all year. It's totally comfortable on. It does not break me out. Some things do. Doesn't break me out, doesn't give me any problems at all. So yeah, I'm definitely going to finish this because I accidentally bought two of the same color, 1025, which is natural beige. I put a little X there because I wanted to make sure to use up the one I had first before I use up the new one that I accidentally bought, which is exactly the same color. Next thing is one of the loves of my life. This is really, I really love this. I used to wear Lancome a lot. I still have an eyebrow pencil I could have included in this. That's Lancome. It's really going to be hard to give this up. Anyway, I've had it for a long time. I did spread it all over my hand. Of course, the color's perfect. And it's just really, really beautiful on, and it still smells perfectly fine. That breaks my heart. In the realm of those types of products, I'm going to throw in this Pores No More Luminizing Primer. If this breaks me out, actually, I will throw... I'm going to take this lip thing out and I'm going to throw something else in. I'm going to throw in my current favorite primer. I've really been enjoying this. It is silicone-ish. SPF 30 though, I do appreciate that, and it does like almost dry down, like it's not real tacky, so I do like this. You can wear this without any makeup at all, and it's Murad Age Reform Invisiblur. I love this stuff. I did get it through FabFitFun, and I got one through the FabFitFun sale, so I haven't paid full price for this yet. I think it's about $60, but I'm not positive. You know, don't quote me on that. You could probably get something, you know, a sale price somewhere, but you have to make sure that you buy it from an authorized dealer so you don't get a fake. So anyway, I love that. It is already up to here. So I have about half of it left, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't think I can ever give this up. I will always find it somehow when there's a sale going on. Then there's this one. I haven't tried it yet. If it's not good for my skin and if it makes me break out, then I'll eliminate this and put something else in the project, just like everything else here. So this will be two face bases. So I have 3 foundations and 2 face base. And let's see, where's the other? Here we go. I really enjoyed both of these Tarte concealers. I have to say that I prefer the Creaseless concealer over the regular Shape Tape. It's a little bit thicker. With a beauty sponge, it does blend out nice and smooth. I haven't had any problems with creases with this. The old one, I used to get creases all the time, the old Creaseless concealer, which used to come in this tube that I'm getting rid of now. It used to come in this kind of tube, and it was a little bit thicker, I think. This one is very nice. I like both of these, and I would like to use both of them up. I think, yeah, I was going to throw another primer in, but I wanted to keep this to 20 because I want to behave myself. So anyway, this is another one. I am really sad to hear that this is no longer being made. Oh, I haven't given you the colors on everything. I did give you the color on this Lancome, which matches my skin tone like exactly. You can't even see it on. Let's see. What color are you? Oh, there it is. 220 Buff C. So it's a cool toned foundation that works really, really well on me. So I really love this. I absolutely love this. So yeah, that's going to be hard to give up forever and ever. All right, so these 2 concealers, the color on this one is Fair Light Neutral. And and this one is light neutral. So you can see this is a little bit more of a cool toned concealer, and this is a little bit warmer. I'm not a huge fan of the Shape Tape, but I don't hate it. So I don't think I would ever buy it again, but this one I would definitely buy again. I love this one. Okay, and I also have, yeah, can you see a theme here? I like Tarte. I also have this Tarte CC Corrector, and I've used it a couple times, and the nice thing about it is it's a peachy corrector, but it's not like in your face, here you go, peach, yowza. It's basically like a decent peach undertone to this, and I really like it. So I do want to use this up because by the end of the year it'll be outdated. Anyway, this is really nice. I picked this up at Ulta during one of their sales. I think it was an event where they did our makeup, so actually it was kind of a cool event. So yeah, I'm gonna use that up. Okay, I only have one blush in here, and this is the Han 100% Natural Cheek and Lip Tint. I don't ever put this on my lips. I only use it on my cheeks. And you can see the color right here is like a slightly luminous cherry roseberry color. It's very pretty on, especially on the no makeup days, when you just want to have a hint of something but not be like coated in a ton of makeup. I do keep it in this box. I think that's one of the reasons that it hasn't expired yet. That it helps the longevity quite a bit. Highlighter wise, I am throwing in this Jolie Cosmetics because I enjoyed it so much when I had it in my makeup basket. It's full. It's really full. So there's a lot there, but it really suits my skin tone. It's a little dark on some people. I don't know where the color, I think the color was on the box. That's not helpful. Yeah. This was a little bit dark for some people, but it's perfect for me. My skin, I used to be like peaches and cream, you know, pale skin, but as I've gotten a little bit older, my skin is a little bit less like peaches and cream. Okay, there is one more concealer in here, and that is the Physicians Formula InstaReady. I'm sad to hear that this one is going the way of the dinosaur. It has a pump. It's very similar to MAC. But of course MAC is not cruelty free, and I'll never buy a MAC product. But this Physicians Formula InstaReady is really nice. It's very thin with a lot of coverage, so it works astonishingly well. So anyway, that is another concealer. Now I have a couple of other face products I want to go over before I go over the lip and eyeliner. I have this Clinique powder, and it's the kind that I never use that little brush, but I do keep the dish in there so the powder doesn't fly everywhere. It has a mirror and everything, and it's really a nice powder. And it's one of those that you turn this wheel and it twists up, so I have no way of marking when this is going to be done. Let's just say there's a lot in there. I think it's pretty much close to full because I didn't use it as often as I should have. So I'm going to use this, probably going to take me all year because I use other things while I'm panning. I don't just use pan products, which is really, everybody should really not just use their pan products. Because I have other powders and stuff I like better, but I like this well enough, and it's not cruelty free, so I want to finish it and get it out of my collection. The color on this powder is 02 Natural 2, and it says VFMF. I don't know what that means, but it's something to do with the color, but it's color 02 Natural 2. So I think it's, you know, somewhere in the middle of like light to medium color. I noticed a lot of people are putting things in that are almost partially used up, which is one of the reasons that I put this in. That's about half done. And this is more than done. I'm going to insert a photograph, a picture of what it used to look like. This was called, it was in the Botanic line of Physicians Formula, and it was called Oopsie Daisy. It did have a daisy in the middle of it. It's what I've been using it for mainly is I sprinkle a little bit of translucent powder in that I want to use to set my eyes. And then I use a large powder brush. It still smells fine. It still works fine. I'm not having any problems with it. It is handy to have something like this to throw a little of that, because I have a lot of little tiny stuff, little tiny powders and stuff. It is handy to have this to sprinkle those powders into. I think that now finally, since I'll be concentrating on this, and this is, I think, is my only pressed powder, I'm going to finish that this year. It's something that has been in projects before where I was an abysmal failure, but I think I won't be this year. I also have this Kat Von D powder. I have mixed feelings about this whole thing with her. A lot of people are like, I'm not supporting the brand anymore. I don't know what to think. I know she's like a good animal advocate, cruelty-free advocate, but this whole vaxxing thing just kind of threw me for a loop. So this is less than half done, but the reason I included it is because I think it might be, aside from a little mini lipstick and a eyeliner, it might be the last of the Kat Von D stuff I have. I didn't have a lot to start with, but my daughter gave me this one, and it's translucent as the color, and I've heard good things about the powder. If it gives me any problems, then it'll get replaced by something else, but I do want to finish this. Then there's this Mirabella. Let me just wipe you off. These came right out of the powder drawer, so this is also a translucent powder. It's loose powder, and it says perfecting powder. Anyway, it does not give a color. I believe it's translucent. It's a travel size, but you know, travel size powders, and this is probably travel size, they last you almost as long as an original entire bucket of powder does. So I am gonna finish both of these loose powders and this one and this pressed powder in 2019. Like I said, I want to fill up that bucket with stuff. This is a bronzer I've talked about before. I love this thing. You guys can't buy it anymore. It's called, let's see, Truth is the name of the color. It's a brick type of a bronzer, and I usually put my brush all through it and swirl all through it and get a really nice payoff. It's not too dark. I did want to include a one of my e.l.f. bronzers that's like, it's called Peach, and it's perfect color for me, but this is also, and it's time for this to go. Like, you can see the edges of the pan, but not much else. So I am going to finish that. By the way, I'm going to mark everything after I get done taping. Then I am going to use this Method to the Madness Trust Fund Beauty. It's a very sheer, it smells perfectly fine, by the way. It's a very sheer lip gloss. And I like it for like when I'm not putting a lot of makeup on, or as a topper to some other lipsticks. It's deceiving. The color is like a pinky color, but it's a peachy pinky, but it doesn't really have that much pigment in it. So that's a nice product. This I got, whoa, oh. This was an Ipsy Points thing. It's It Vitality Lip Flush. Basically, it has a tiny bit of color that it shows on your lips after you put it on. It feels really like slightly tingly, but it's a lip plumper, I think. I'm not positive, but I really do like this. It's like one of the things I really enjoy. The glosses and stuff I'm going to store in a cup so that they're standing up. And the foundations will be stored on my vanity on top so that they can also stand up. But I really like this, so I am going to finish this, and if I like it enough and it is still cruelty-free, I would buy it again. Alright, my favorite eyeliner on the face of the planet Earth. I hate to finish it because I love this thing so much. This is Urban Decay 24/7 liquid eyeliner in the color Revolver, which is kind of a very slightly sparkly gray color. And it looks just freaking beautiful on. It looks a little bit softer than black eyeliner does, and so yeah, it just looks freaking beautiful. So this is gonna go. And I will buy more because I love it. It's my very last 24/7 liquid eyeliner. The others are all gone. They were used up in the other projects. Okay, and this I have to put in the project is this lip Marinesque Glossy Kiss, it's called. It's a pretty large amount of lipstick here. I have to use it up because I somehow managed to crack the cap, and I don't have another one of these crayons that doesn't need a cap. So this color is really beautiful on me, so I do really like it. I just wish I hadn't cracked the cap because it would have given me a little more time with this project, with this product. So anyway, I am really happy with the choices that I've made. And I hope to come back to you guys. Whoa, let's just bring this back here. Let's rein it in. I hope to come back to you guys with an update that shows that everything is done. Or making progress. Like I said, I'll mark everything after we get done taping. I'm sorry, I'm not, my face is in this video and it won't be in the next. Sorry about that, guys. I know you guys want to see me, but I just don't feel like putting makeup on today, which is really ironic. Today's Sunday, and here I am talking about the makeup products I'm going to finish. So, anyway, I hope to have all of this done by the end of the year. So this is 2020. And I'll mark these all when we get off camera. And I will also, you'll see that I will insert pictures as well. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. This was really hard for me to make the decision to join back in again, just because I just worry so much about being a failure again, because I did fail. One of the things I do is I don't just use this stuff when I am through the course of the year. I have a lot of beautiful makeup that I plan to use during that time as well. So some stuff will be done, some stuff not. This, I don't know how I'm going to finish all that powder, but I will give it a try. If anything in this project gives me any irritation at all, or starts to smell like it's off, I will replace it with something else. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I have some negative person who keeps giving me thumbs down on everything. I don't know why. So give me a thumbs up. It would help me out quite a bit. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. This is my entire stash for 2020. So thanks, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.